Welcome back to the Badass Reset Club. Today, we are diving into a laundry list of things that will help you to reach your fitness goals faster. And by faster, I don't mean yesterday, I don't mean in 5 minutes, and I really don't mean tomorrow. But on a grand scale, you are going to hit those goals so much faster when you follow these 3 ways. Welcome back to the Badass Reset Club. Oh, you guys, it's a whole new year, and I am feeling super inspired. And I'm also feeling like I need to give a very, very strong recommendation to look at this year as an opportunity to take your time. Welcome back to the Badass Reset Club. It is 2024. First recording by myself this year. And today we are diving into the 3 ways to get to your fitness goals faster. And plus, I have a bonus for you. I've got my 12 non-negotiables for optimal health. Whoa, that's quite a laundry list, but grab a pencil and a paper or take some notes on your phone. And if you're multitasking, you might want to come back and get that list. I'm going to make sure that you have everything that you need to reach those goals like a badass. So here we go. The 3 ways to get to your goals faster really comes at a time when we want things to change immediately, if not sooner. And I have to tell you that I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but you can't expect big results yesterday in 5 minutes and not even tomorrow. Big results take time. They take action, they take consistency, and they take a whole lot of fortitude. So, when we're talking about getting to those goals faster, that does give us hope. We know that we can reach our goals quicker if we take these steps. So, my 3 steps for you, the first one, and this is a really crucial one that I use inside of my Badass Reset method. This is taking your 1.0 version of you and creating that 2.0 badass life. And by that, what I mean is you sit down and you take an inventory of everything that's going on in regard to your health, your relationships, your career, your living situation, your goals. There are so many different facets of your life that are important. And when you look at what is going on with all of those, and you take inventory and you pick what you like and the things that you want to improve upon, you make your 2.0 version. So if you were going to break down just fitness solely, you would look at, what does my fitness self look like? Is it a 1.0 version? Do I show up sometimes? Do I show up often, but maybe not really with direction and purpose? Really taking a look at that fitness and how can you make that a 2.0 version? So that's going to require spending a little bit of time. I love doing this and creating that 2.0 version, your badass version of yourself, because it gives you such character building ways to look at where you want to be. And it really helps you to solidify, lock in, and roll with that list. And it gives you like, you've got it written down. It gives you a step by step every day of what to do so that eventually you are that 2.0 person. So when I look at 1.0s, Again, they are not all bad. They don't all need to be changed. Some 1.0 versions of our life are great and they're working well. So we just incorporate that into our 2.0. And now I know that there are some things that we all wish we could change about ourselves. Maybe it's the way that you get out of bed in the morning. Maybe it's your attitude on life. Whatever it is that you wish you could just make a better version is your opportunity to create that 2.0 version. So, when we are looking at how to reach our fitness goals faster, step one is identifying that 2.0 version of yourself. Write it down, make it a laminated list if you need to, but that is something that you would stick to every single day. The second thing are having your success strategies. And when we talk about success strategies, these are all things that move the needle on your readiness to really make things happen. So, success strategies, we're going to break those down. We're going to look at fitness first and foremost. For you wanting to change those fitness goals faster, your fitness goals need to be laid out. So, this month, this is what I'm going to accomplish. And if you're not sure, I can help you with that. Your fitness goals are laid out for you, and then you back up and you make those goals happen. You create the readiness for those goals by making sure that you are set up for success. You've got your equipment that you need. You have your plans laid out. You lay out your workout clothes. You get your post workout snack ready. You have your water bottle ready. You have that coffee ready to go before a workout if that's your jam. You are creating those success strategies. And then you can go through those strategies for everything that you want to improve upon. So if it's your nutrition, you are prepping for the week and making sure that you are fully stocked and that you've got your recipes ready. You know that you're going to target the things that you need, like your protein, and you can do this for every single thing. So, success strategies for me, I use them for fitness. I use them for nutrition. I use them for planning my week, for my organization. I make sure that I've got my calendar. I make sure that everything is lined up from my paper calendar to my phone calendar to my laptop. Everywhere where I need to be successful, I create those strategies. And that is going to get you to those fitness goals faster. And the third piece of it that's going to get you there faster, I call it the tag you're it method. It's really truly making something in your life an accountability factor. So oftentimes that's a person. For all of my ladies that I work with, I am their tag you're it accountability partner. I am making sure that they're checking in with me. I'm seeing what they're doing, what they're eating, what their workouts felt like. I'm helping them to improve upon all those places that they need help with. I am that person. Now, it doesn't always need to be a person. You can tag a technology device. You can be accountable to checking in on technology. You can have a board on your wall where you've laid out all of the things that you want to do to reach those fitness goals this day, this week, this month, this year. And then make sure that you're checking in, playing tag with that. That is your accountability partner. I usually don't recommend it being someone in your family, only because we often can go easier on each other. I know that if one of my kids or if my spouse said to me, yeah, I don't really feel up to my workout today, I might be more inclined to say, okay, well, hey, there's tomorrow. So sometimes having an accountability partner really close to you can backfire only because they love you so much. They don't want to see you have to go through hardship. So make sure that that tag that you're tagging is really going to work. And those three things, creating that 2.0 badass, having your success strategies all lined up, and having that tag accountability, you are going to get to those goals faster. Now, I want to share with you the bonus piece of this. I've got 12 non-negotiables that will optimize your health this year. In 2024, if you follow these 12 things, you are going to be feeling so good, so strong, and so much more healthy. So some of these might sound a little bit familiar because they might be tagged to those three things that are going to get you that express pass to getting to your fitness goals faster. Number one, and these are things that I do every single day. Number one is your morning gratitude. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not grabbing a journal and writing down all my gratitude. But what I am doing is before my feet hit the floor, I am thankful for this day. So I will either out loud or in my head say, thank you for this day. And I am grateful that I woke up. I am grateful that I have the opportunity to go out and get that day, whether I'm feeling fantastic or if I'm feeling really tired and not quite ready to get up yet. Thankful for the day. So morning gratitude. Number two is getting morning light. Where I live, it is very dark for the first few hours of the morning where I get up. But as soon as there is light in the sky, whether it's a rainy day, a cloudy day, light is light. And getting that light into our eyeballs is going to give us a reset on our circadian rhythm. It's going to help us to line up for the day, and it is eventually going to help you with your sleep. So getting morning light as quick as you can. Now, tip, I use red light therapy in the morning. I use it while I'm having my cup of coffee. I get it into my face. I get it onto my thyroid. I try to get it for about 20 minutes in the morning time. And that also helps me. And if you don't have access to red light therapy, that's okay. You're just going to try to get out into light as quick as you can. Number three is daily movement. No brainer, right? Let's get to our fitness goals. But daily movement is so much more than just an aesthetic goal. It's so much more for your brain health, for your functions of your body, for your organs, for your bones. It is for your mental health. Like, it is so important that we are moving at least 30 minutes a day. I am not saying that you need to do a boot camp every day, but I am saying you need to move your body for 30 minutes every day. And yes, that's everybody. Okay. Number four, hydrate. Hey, we need to hydrate. And my menopause mamas, in midlife, we start to lose our cues for thirst. It starts to get quieter. And so you need to pay double attention to how much water intake you're getting. And this also goes for the time of year it is. It's January right now, time of this recording. It's winter. We're not feeling super hot and we're not feeling like we need to drink a lot, but you need to hydrate. All right, number five, and this is really important, connection. And what I mean by connection is humans are meant to have this connection, this innate relationship, to talk with other people, to feel understood, cared for, loved, and to give that as well. And we know that when we are having true connection with people, we are in a much better state in our mind, in our bodies, and it's mandatory. So I need you to make sure that it's at some point during the day, you are having connection. And that could be on the phone. That could be face-to-face in person. That could be through text, but really you need to have that connection with other people. And we also have really cool research now showing how the feelings of connection, of feeling supported, of feeling like you belong, of feeling like you have purpose impacts your health greatly. So take that one seriously. I feel like sometimes my number one purpose in this world is to connect with people, to connect people to other people. I have this great desire for connection. And I know that not everybody feels that, but it is really important. Okay. Number six, Feed yourself well. We are going to nourish our bodies. And this is a non-negotiable for optimal health. It absolutely is. Making sure that you get enough protein in your body so that you are helping to create lean muscle mass, working on, making sure that you are energized and satiated throughout the day and not having crazy spikes in your blood sugar, protein, and then dial in as many colorful fruits and vegetables as you can. So I tend to love broccoli. I could eat broccoli every day, but I also make sure that I'm getting in orange and yellow and different shades and different varieties of vegetables. Along with your vegetables is your fiber intake. So we should all be paying particular attention to it. Ladies, you need at least 25 grams of fiber a day. And I feel like this is a broken record saying this, and men, you need more than that. But ladies, we have got to be paying attention to that. If you don't know, you don't know. So maybe tracking your food and making sure you're getting enough protein and fiber is going to be something that you try for a little bit. I also think that knowing what your macronutrition is like is important, but even more important is your micronutrition. We need those vitamins and minerals to help us in so many different ways. Okay, number 7, your 2.0 badass mindset. So we talked about that at the beginning of the pod. It is really an awesome way to help change things and shift things. And when we look at things with that 2.0 mindset, we look at all the opportunities. So yes, gratitude is going to be amongst that, but think about your daily challenges. If you shifted to your 2.0 mindset when you are going through just the crap that the day offers, right? Like stuff comes at you. There are flat tires, there are missed meetings and appointments. There are, things that go wrong throughout the day. If you shifted and had that 2.0 badass mindset, and you are now looking at that as an opportunity for growth or an opportunity for change, it is a game changer right there. So I dare you today, the next time something negative happens, you get a text, someone stresses you out at work or at home, shift it as an opportunity to change something within your mindset. Number 8, taking screen breaks. So especially before bedtime, this is really important. Boy, oh boy, do we have enough screen in our lives or what? Taking screen breaks. Maybe you're going to pick one day a week to say, hey, I'm not doing social media today, or I'm taking a break. Maybe you're going to take one 30-minute segment each day to take a complete and utter screen break. Go read a book, go for a walk, just talk to someone. There's that connection. Taking the screen breaks is going to give you a chance to let your body deregulate. We've got so much coming at us that if you give it the opportunity to just sit in your own thoughts, you are going to enter into that deregulation, that parasympathetic response that we desperately need for our health. All right, number 9, prayer, meditation, breath work, taking at least 5 minutes a day to hone in on something that speaks to you. Maybe it's a combination of all of those things, but 5 minutes a day is enough to help you and your health. Number 10, restore. Every day, can you look for an opportunity to restore? So getting into restoration, something that's going to put you at ease, something that's going to initiate that parasympathetic response again. For me, I love a bath with Epsom salts. I love a sauna. I love a book. I do love a nature walk. I can't do that every day in my weather where I am, but I can take just a few minutes at some point in the day to come into that restoration phase. We go so hard all day long. We push, 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 and we need to have that chance to pull back and to say, enough is enough. I'm taking a break. Give yourself some grace there. All right. Number 11, journal. So I told you, you don't have to journal out of the gates with number one, but it is really important to journal. And I'm not just talking about sitting down and writing, a love letter to yourself. I'm talking about keeping track of everything that's important. So I often recommend to my clients to keep a journal so that they can see cyclical changes with their health. For if you are still menstruating and you are getting your period every month, you can track in your journal how you feel each week to week and see the changes over time. If you're in perimenopause and things are starting to change and you're not getting your period every month like clockwork, sometimes you're missing a month, sometimes you're going 29 days, sometimes you're going 24 days between your cycles. That's really key to watch over time. If you're postmenopausal and you're not getting your period anymore, tracking how you feel is going to help you almost like you were tracking a cycle. And I've got news for you. We still have hormones even in postmenopause. So tracking is important. Now, we can do it with everything. We can do it with our mood and you can see changes over time. So each month, you're going to see changes over time. You can do it with your workouts. So going back to helping you to get to your fitness goals faster, track what you're doing and see what needs to change. See what needs to maybe have a little more attention or what's working really well. So you can track, what you've done in the day for your workouts. You can add in what weights you use. You can see progression over time. You can also track libido. This is a really important one, especially as we're going through hormonal changes. You can see, like, oh, absolutely dead in the water libido from this time to this time. And then maybe I felt a little more like, hey. So that's important too. You can track anything that you feel is important. Sleep, really important too. And that leads us into number 12, which is your sleep. So I know that perimenopause is a time where sleep really starts to just come unglued. So many women struggle with either getting to sleep or staying to sleep in perimenopause, and there is help for this. There is lots of help for it. But the thing that I'm going to recommend is that you start, no matter where you are in your journey of life, you start prioritizing your sleep because sleep is where fat loss happens. Sleep is where we get regenerative responses in our body. Sleep is where we help our brain to dump things out so that we are ready to go the next day. Sleep is so important for every single function of your body. And so, setting yourself up for a good, successful sleep means creating a sleep hygiene. And that means it's going to be unique to you. Highly recommended and very much supported by science is getting to sleep and rising from sleep at the same consistent times every single day. And I'm not talking about Monday through Friday. I'm talking about every single day, trying to get to bed at the same time and trying to rise at the same time. I am someone who has used an alarm clock maybe twice in the last 5 years. I wake up at the same time every single day. I don't even need to set the alarm. I just wake up. And I can almost guarantee when my eyeballs open, when I start that morning gratitude, it's going to say 5:30 on my watch. That's just me. But that consistency over time, it's just part of who I am. So I am now on this beautiful cycle of my body wants to sleep by 9:30 or 10 at night, and it wants to get up at 5:30 in the morning. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't struggle in the middle of the night because I still have periods where I need to hone in and figure out what's happening when my body wakes up. But having that sleep hygiene and having those true times when you're going to sleep is very, very helpful for us to optimize our health. And I also know that your sleep hygiene can look like many different things. It can look like a clean bedroom, a tidy little space for you to go to sleep. It can look like dim lights in the evening, getting off screens, wearing maybe blue light blocking glasses, reading something that is not very stimulating to help you to get to sleep. Maybe you're listening to something on an app to help you fall into sleep. Maybe you're wearing a device that is tracking all sorts of information about how much time you've spent in deep sleep and light sleep and how many restless and awake moments you've had. There's many ways that you can create your sleep hygiene, but that last number, number 12, is so important. And so all these things that I'm sharing with you today, not necessarily in order, although that morning gratitude, waking up, that has to come first, right? But not necessarily in order of importance. These are just the things that are going to be the game changers. And I know it being January, many of us are like, oh, I want it and I want it now. But what if we looked at it like this? What if we looked at it as we are creating these bulletproof bodies for life? And I love to talk about aging like a badass because, yes, we are all aging, but yes, we can get better. And so I encourage you to, number one, get those 3 methods going for reaching your fitness goals faster. And then go back in and do take note of the 12 things, these non negotiable things that are going to get you to optimal health. And let this be the year that you feel your best. Thanks so much for tuning in. I can't wait to chat with you again. See you next time.